I don't know a lot about Poland. Actually, I started this YouTube channel because of my Polish friend who told me to do so. After doing it and doing like a couple of videos already, I'm starting to get really interested in Poland. So today we're gonna watch a video called 15 Things You Didn't Know About Poland. I don't know a lot, so it's gonna be all new to me for sure. The video is on the channel alux.com. Let's check it out. I skipped the beginning just to get to the juice.
Number 1. Many famous actors and directors are of Polish descent. Have you ever thought about the backgrounds of the most famous celebrities? Not all of them are Americans or British. Many celebrities have a variety of roots, and if you haven't noticed that by their last names, the most notorious actors and directors are half Polish or of Polish ancestry. Emmy Award winner John Krasinski, Kristen Bell, Scarlett Johansson, Roman Polanski, or Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak are all Polish somewhere down the line.
His name sounds Polish.
This shows how much talent and beauty Poland has to offer to the world.
Scarlett Johansson.
Number 2,
didn't know that.
Fashion and beauty is really big in Poland. In Europe, Italy and France are the most notorious players in the beauty and fashion industries. The biggest and most luxurious brands are located there, and most people forget about the others. Take notice, because some big brands we all know and love are actually from Poland. Starting with beauty, Inglot Cosmetics, that recently launched a collection with J.Lo, was founded in Poland. Max Factor was founded by a Polish woman, and Helen Rubinstein founded a brand that was acquired by L'Oreal later on. Fashion-wise, Reserved and Mojito are 2 Polish brands.
Cool.
Number 3. They still kiss hands when meeting ladies.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like
Basic
that.
manners have changed so much over the years. People nowadays shake hands or kiss on the cheek the most. There used to be a time when a man would kiss a lady's hand when meeting her as a sign of respect and courtship. If you're not a member of the royal family, then you may not be so familiar with all these habits, but in Poland, they're still pretty common. Here, men will still kiss a girl or a woman's hand when meeting her, and even though it might seem bourgeois, it's cool. It's simply good manners, so get used to it.
I really like that. I think it's very cute. Just kissing the hand of a lady, like in the movies, like you do to a queen or a princess. For us in Canada, at least French Canadians, when we meet a girl, we give 2 kisses on the cheek. Not like friends. Friends, even if you meet a man meeting a man will give 2 kisses on the cheek, but for us, it's just men and women.
Number 4. There aren't too many immigrants. We all learn about the world wars in history class. There's a lot of movies, books, documentaries, and so on about the horrors that happened. Since Poland suffered the most from genocide, some of the after effects still haunt its citizens. Nowadays, Poland is a very homogenous society, where people look at you very curiously if you're Black or Asian, and for that reason, there isn't too many African or Asian migrants there, not even in the bigger cities. Unfortunately, it'll likely take a few more generations for them to fully recover and be more inclusive.
She said, look curiously to like Asians and Black people. Is it like, do you think they look in a bad way, or is just being curious?
Number 5. The richest man in Poland has a net worth of $3.7 billion. If you didn't know this already, Poland is pretty much among the fewer countries that dodged the financial crisis of 2008. Even though the crisis was not that bad in Poland, they're still not the country with the most billionaires. The richest person in Poland is Sebastian Kulczyk, the son of Jan Kulczyk, the richest man in Poland. He inherited his late father's investment fund and now runs it with his sister Dominika.
That's
He's
money.
now the president of the company, and together with his sister, took over the $3.7 billion fortune. Number 6. A rare luxury sports car was lost in France and found in Poland through social media. These days, social media can help with voting campaigns, help find lost people, raise money, and so on. For an Arab millionaire, it helped him to find his luxury sports car that was stolen by a fake company in France. It was actually more like a scam, and we're talking about a Lamborghini Aventador, which was one of roughly 5 models in a limited edition, costing around $500,000 each. The car was supposed to be safely shipped from Cannes back to London, but it never reached its destination.
It's crazy that even rich people who are like, most of the time they're smarter than the average person, they still get scammed. And by the way, this Lambo, like the drawing style on it is very nice.
It was then when he posted on social media about it, and his 70,000 followers helped him track it down. The main suspect was a Polish officer who may have planned to take the car to Russia when Interpol caught up with him. Number 7. Poland wants more money from Germany over World War II reparations.
Fair enough.
Whenever something fishy happens in Poland that involves the whole EU, the conversation seems to always shift towards the World War losses. If Germany dares demand explanations from Poland officials regarding their behavior or changes, it backfires. Recently, some Polish officials demanded that Germany should pay post-war reparations because the 1.3 billion euros it was paid are not enough to cover 1% of the losses and damage they created. Unfortunately for them, Germany was highly punished for what they did during that time, and they may not get any more money out of it.
Wait, did I hear this correctly? $1.3 billion wasn't enough to cover even 1% of the damages? That's insane.
Number 8. North Korea sent thousands of children to Poland in the 1950s.
Really?
If you think that the World War was traumatizing for Poland, then you need to look a little more into their history. Being a former communist country, Poland had to take some favors from other fellow communist countries like Russia or North Korea. Back in the 1950s, when the Korean War started, Kim Sung-il decided to send thousands of children to Poland, Hungary, and Russia to escape the war. Years after, they were deported back to North Korea, but as a new movie about the subject shows, they wanted to stay in their new homes. This movie is called The Children Gone to Poland.
I want to see this movie.
Number 9. A bunch of Polish students invented the modern drug test. The first university in the world was established in Prague. A few years later, the second university was founded, this time in Poland. Nowadays, the tradition of culture and science still goes on in Poland, and we can see that just by looking at their achievements, without mentioning all the Nobel Prize winners and famous scientists. A group of students from Poland launched an app that helps people get tested for certain drugs. It uses the phone's camera to scan the eye for anomalies and other symptoms. So the next big thing in drug screening may just come from Poland.
It's funny that it's a bunch of kids who found a drug test, like they invented this. It's funny.
Number 10. The world's largest medieval castle is in Poland.
Oh, that's huge.
Europe is full of old and beautiful castles. Poland was also a country that boomed during the Renaissance period, and even though it was severely bombed, the world's largest castle still stands strong. The Malbork Castle, the world's largest medieval castle dating from the 13th century, is now turned into a beautiful museum. If you want to feel like a king, you don't have to move to France. There are many castles for sale all over Poland, with prices sitting modestly at $6 million. Number 11. They have milk bars that are actually restaurants. All over the world, restaurants are restaurants, taxis are called taxis, and hotels are called hotels. This international convention is very useful until someone decides to change that. In Poland, milk bars are not what they seem. A milk bar is usually a cafeteria-like restaurant where you can eat food and have a drink at a relatively low price. Polish people prefer milk bars over fast food restaurants because the food is healthier and has a better price for its value.
Wait, so there's no milk at all in milk bars? It's just like restaurants.
Number 12. There are sand dunes in the north.
Oh, really?
Poland is lucky enough to have a sea opening. Although its landscape is not the usual palm trees and pristine beaches, it's still a great place to enjoy the sunshine. They have the Baltic Sea, which is not the warmest water, but it's better than nothing. A pretty usual thing for that region is the
It looks
fact that
beautiful.
it has sand dunes along the coastline. Because they're located in such a northern location, the dunes are blown away by the hard winds, and they actually move inland 10 meters each year. These sand dunes are unique in Europe and can be visited by anyone. Number 13. Polka dots and polka music are not from Poland.
Wait, what?
When you think of polka dots or the polka dance, you immediately attribute them to Poland.
Yes.
Well, we're here to tell you that if you ever related the two of those, you're wrong. The polka dance is actually from the Czech region of Bohemia. The polka dots have multiple origins. They might be related to a Polish woman, but their fame and use dates are from the medieval times. No one really knows who invented polka dots and the name of the pattern.
Well,
It
I
can be
feel
Czech,
dumb.
Polish, or American. Nobody really knows.
I feel dumb.
Number 14. You can't name your child whatever you want in Poland.
Huh?
Now
Really?
that everyone is a fan of Game of Thrones and other famous series, the naming of a new baby has become way more interesting. Modern parents strive to give their babies the craziest and most unique names they can think of. In Poland, such behavior is not tolerated. You can't just go in and name your baby girl Daenerys. At the civil registry office,
Why
you'll
not?
be advised to choose a name that is appropriate, and you'll be given a list of names which are not recommended. If the name is too weird, they can refuse to register your baby, and you'll have to go to court to settle it.
Wow, that's interesting. Actually, in Canada, there was a case where the mother named her son Spoon. And then they refused it because this son is going to get bullied in school for sure, right? But a name like Daenerys, this is just a standard name. It's weird that it's getting refused.
Number 15. They have a $7,250 vodka.
Oh, expensive.
Vodka and Poland work very well together. They've been well-known vodka lovers and exquisite producers of this alcoholic beverage for quite a while. Polish people like hardcore alcohol, and they're not afraid to craft specialties and expensive concoctions. A few years ago, Poland launched a limited edition of their Belvedere vodka called Belver Bears, exclusively for the Cannes Film Festival. It was a beautiful bottle design in collaboration with DJ Jean Rock for the festival's parties. They priced it at $7,250 per bottle, including the plexiglass bear that holds it.
That's
Well,
expensive.
Alexers, that's all for Poland. As you move your finger towards the east on the map, you really find amazing places. Poland is in fact a great destination for digital nomads and students. Here you can get the best out of both worlds, Eastern Europe and Western Europe. Do you guys think the stereotypes about Polish people are true? Do they really apply in this case?
Stereotype true? I mean, with the last one, the vodka bottle, yes, this is a stereotype from Poland, so yes, it's true.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. And as always, for sticking with us until the end and being a true Alexer, here's your award, a bonus fact. Number 16. The most expensive Polish artwork, sold for over $8,424,500. One of Poland's most famous Art Deco artists is Tamara de Lempicka. She was born in Poland from a Jewish, half-Russian, half-Polish family. She grew up in Western Europe where she perfected her art and is one of the most loved and talented Polish painters. Her famous painting, called Le Rêve, Rafaela sur fond vert, The Dream, sold at Sotheby's New York auction in 2011 for $8,424,500, making her the most expensive Polish artist ever. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you...
Cool. Very nice video. I didn't know any of these things about Poland, so that's a good title for the video. Very, very interesting. I gotta go to Poland, guys. I really feel like going. All right, thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Bye bye.